Amandeep, aka Inkquisitive. Sat Shri Akal ji Anu, and welcome to the show.
Sat Shri Akal ji, thank you so much for having me.
You know what? It is such an honor because honestly, I didn't know when our paths would cross, and it happened so fast. So, Sabta Pelda, welcome to the show. And tell me something. Is this your first time in Vancouver?
No, it's not. It's not my first time. I love Vancouver. I actually had an exhibition here in 2023.
Nice.
My first exhibition in 2013. So it's been some time, and I keep coming back. Get so much love here. So I'm so lucky and fortunate that they both be fan here. So
yeah, definitely.
I have to come.
Because ਅਸੀਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ fan ਆ, amazing ਜਿਹੜਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ. So ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ social media ਅਸੀਂ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ, ਤੁਹਾਡੇ artwork ਨੂੰ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ, ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਪੇਸ਼ਕਾਰੀ ਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ. But ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ and ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੀਆਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਘੱਟ ਸ਼ੇਅਰ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ, ਕਦੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ. But ਹਰੇਕ picture ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੱਕ story ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ. But let's go back to when you were a young boy, or ਜਿਹੜੀ art ਦੀ ਜੀ ਕਲਾ ਹਰੇਕ ਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦੀ. Like ਮੇਰੇ ਕੋਲ ਤਾਂ stick ਬੰਦਾ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਿੱਧੀ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਨਾ. I can't even draw that. So, initially, what drew you to illustration and, your upbringing? How has that, influenced your artistic path?
So, mere daddy ji Indian High Commission kam karde si.
Okay.
Otthe or jida calligraphy hondi hai na?
Hanji.
Oh karde si. So, they used to do it for the royal family. Princess Diana,
really?
Prince Charles.
Nice.
So ਜਦੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਛੋਟਾ ਸੀ ਮੈਂ try ਕਰਦਾ ਸੀ copy ਕਰਨ ਲਈ. What I didn't realize was my hand was getting very fluent with a pen. So my dad's one of my biggest inspirations. So then ਮੈਂ ਗਿਆ ਸੀ ਸਕੂਲੇ, college ਗਿਆ ਮੈਂ, ਉੱਥੇ ਵੀ ਮੈਂ graphic design, illustration ਕੀਤੀ, ਫਿਰ university. Then I realized that this is it. This is
your
thing.
calling.
Yeah, and the rest is just social media. My mom was like, hey, you should put your work online, see what happens.
Amazing.
And the rest is history.
So how has it evolved, your art, since you first started, right? Calligraphy to ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋਏ, ਫਿਰ digital art ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੀਤਾ, ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਜਿਹੜੀ development ਹੈ ਕਿ ਹੁਣ ਤਾਂ ਬਹੁਤ different ਪੱਧਰ ਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪਹੁੰਚ ਗਏ. Like you're just a different level, right? It's so hard to explain.
Yeah, I think that's the beauty of artwork. You have to keep adapting and changing. But it's also because I've been working with so many celebrities now. Or we share ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਹੋਰ followers ਬਣ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ. So it's kind of exciting because new people come to see it. So I think the adaptation of my artwork comes from working with different people, working with different minds, and then now I have such a big portfolio. There's almost 800 illustrations I've done in 15 years. So
it's crazy. So art ਨੂੰ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਆਪਣੀ community ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਪੰਜਾਬੀ community ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, South Asian community ਨੂੰ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਦਾ appreciate ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾਂਦਾ? ਕਰਦੇ ਵੀ ਆ ਜਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਵੀ ਘਰਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪਾਂ ਫੋਟੋਆਂ ਕਦੀ artwork ਆਪਾਂ ਟੰਗ ਲਈਦਾ ਸੀ, ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸੋਹਣਾ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਸੀ ਲਿਆਉਂਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀਗੇ, ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸਸਤਾ ਕਈ ਵਾਰੀ ਮਿਲ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਸੀ, frame ਦੇਖ ਕੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਾ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਸੀਗੇ. But ਇੱਕ art ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਹੈ where you actually have to sit back and look at it and read it and ਵੀ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਆਰਟਿਸਟ ਆ ਉਹਨੇ ਇੱਕ ਕਹਾਣੀ 'ਚ ਦੱਸੀ ਆ. ਸੋ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕੀ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਸਾਊਥ ਏਸ਼ੀਅਨ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਆ, ਆਰਟ ਦੀ ਅਪਰੀਸ਼ੀਏਸ਼ਨ ਹੈਗੀ ਜਿੰਨੀ ਹੋਣੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਆ?
ਹੁਣ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ. ਮੈਂ ਖਿਆਲ ਜਦੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ 15 years ago,
15 ਸਾਲ ਹੋ ਗਏ
15 ਸਾਲ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਅਗਸਤ 'ਚ.
Okay.
ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ, people were a bit like, why are you doing this? Why because as you know, my work is very interesting, but not everyone knows. When you look carefully, there's stories in it.
Yeah, it's intricate.
Then everyone started understanding, oh my God, it's Guru Gobind Singh Ji's story. Oh my God, it's Guru Nanak Dev Ji di. Or if I'm doing a celebrity illustration, they realize that I've done song lyrics inside.
Yeah.
Now they started to realize, okay, Munda Bagbandaya, he's from a Sikh community and we should be supporting him. And now I feel like there's other artists emerging too, which is great.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying I'm an inspiration, but what I'm saying is they see that someone's doing it in the community. I can do it too. And that's nice. And that's nice. And so I feel the appreciation is coming now, and it should be that way.
That's good. And ਮੈਨੂੰ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਖਾਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਨਾ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਉਦੋਂ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਅਪਰੀਸ਼ੀਏਟ ਕਰਦੇ ਜੋ ਖਾਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਹੁਣ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਗੁਰੂਆਂ ਦਾ ਨਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜ਼ਿਕਰ ਕੀਤਾ ਨਾ, ਜਦੋਂ ਸਿੱਖ ਰੈਪਰੈਜ਼ੈਂਟੇਸ਼ਨ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਸਾਡੀ ਕਲਚਰ, ਹੈਰੀਟੇਜ, ਸਾਡੇ ਸੱਭਿਆਚਾਰ ਜਦੋਂ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ. ਸੋ ਕਈ ਵਾਰੀ ਨਾ ਉਹ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਟ੍ਰੈਡੀਸ਼ਨਲ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਆ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਬਲੈਂਡ ਕਰਨੀਆਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਈ ਵਾਰੀ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਵਰਗੇ ਥੋੜ੍ਹੇ ਜਿਹੇ ਅੰਡਰਸਟੈਂਡ ਕਰਦੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਯੂਨੀਕ ਲੱਗਦੇ ਆ. ਕਈਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਇੱਦਾਂ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਆ ਕਿ ਇੱਦਾਂ ਕਾਹਤੇ ਮਿਕਸ ਕੀਤਾ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਆਰਟਿਸਟਿਕ ਐਕਸਪ੍ਰੈਸ਼ਨ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਮਾਡਰਨ. ਸੋ ਉਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਦੱਸੋ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਉਹ fusion ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕਰਨਾ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਕੁ ਸੌਖਾ, ਕਿੰਨਾ ਕੁ ਔਖਾ, and how well is it received?
Yeah, it's very difficult. Research karna paana, make sure you don't do anything wrong.
Right.
Not to offend anyone.
Exactly,
as well.
because it's a very sensitive topic.
100%. But I'm very thankful because my dad used to tell us all the stories about the Jar Sahibzade or the gurus, and as a child, it's just stay in my mind. So I used to
kind of visualize it.
Yes, and then I used to think, how can I change it? How can I obviously do it in a respectful way? But what is it that I want to show? And then ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿਹਾ I love colours ਮੈਂ ਬਹੁਤ like ਕਰਦਾ I love mixing colours you know reds greens oranges ਤੇ ਮੇਰਾ ਨਾਂ Inkquisitive that means to pose questions what can you do further what can you do more so I used to do that as a child and then you know as I started my career I used to do that same thing and then I used to think there's a sakhi I know about Guru Nanak Dev Ji how can I incorporate that with my artwork and then using the colours using the style I have you know people started saying this is different see pehla dekhya nahi edda so you know I want this for my house I want this for my daughter or da navi jida nanaki or something so you know they'd start doing that and sharing it but it's difficult like I said but at the same time mainu pata sada history da so it's very important to you know respect that and also showcase it in such a way where it can never be forgotten.
Can you walk us through like kind of your typical creative process ਜਦੋਂ visualization ਤੋਂ ਉੱਥੋਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਫਿਰ actually you know ਉੱਥੇ ਮੋਰੇ ਕੈਨਵਸ ਤੇ ਪੇਂਟ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਜਦ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਲਰਸ ਐਡ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਹਨਾ you know ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ conceptualization ਹੈਗੀ ਆ to the final piece ਕਿੰਨਾ ਟਾਈਮ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਜਾਂ you know ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਸੋਚ ਕੇ ਫੇਰ ਹੀ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ
Yeah it's different for every illustration every painting is different usually I have a dream about it my dreams are very strong so I think of something and then
ਅੱਛਾ ਸੁਪਨੇ ਚ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਹੈ
ਹਾਂਜੀ
wow
so ਮੈਂ ਜਲਦੀ ਨਾਲ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ I write it down quickly in my diary you know what I want to show but I never know how it's going to finish I never know how it's going to look because I feel like if you take too much time to decide I want it to look like this and if it doesn't look like that then you get upset so I kind of go with the flow I enjoy my thing and you know it's about having fun artwork is about having fun so
so ਤੁਸੀਂ ਹੁਣ okay that's my next question passion or profession right so ਤੁਸੀਂ ਹੁਣ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਵੀ fun
passion 100% passion profession ban gaya I'm very fortunate you know I'm very thankful that you know I have followers people appreciate my art they support me they buy my artwork I'm able to travel I'm able to sit here with you and talk on the radio so you know profession ban gaya but passion you know I've always made sure it's passion because I've never done this for applause I've never done it for I never wanted the journey to be like this I just wanted to do what I enjoy doing I'm just thankful and fortunate you know this was my journey and you know this part of the package
amazing ਮੈਨੂੰ ਦੱਸੋ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਚਿਰਾਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਡਿਸਾਈਡ ਕੀਤਾ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਮਮ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਮੈਮਰੀ ਪੇਂਟ ਕਰਨੀ ਸੀਗੀ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਡੈਡ ਨੂੰ ਸਰਪ੍ਰਾਈਜ਼ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੀਤਾ and you incorporated your daughter in there you know it was just beautiful so ਇਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਦੱਸੋ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਥੋੜਾ ਜਿਹਾ
Yeah, 100%. Everything you said was beautiful, by the way. It's so true. Emotions are pure. You have to celebrate. You know, that's your mom at the end of the day, right? Then मैं कुछ करना चाहता सी for my dad because my dad's my rock. You know, when that time happened, my dad got me out of the dark hole. My dad used to say, you know, everything's, you know, it's Vaiguru's, everything's about God. 100% God's will, you know. So, you know, he was always smiling about it. And not smiling in the sense of smiling what's happened, but, you know, always, you know, just, you know, it's all Vaiguru's, it's okay, you know. So, you know, I took my time to understand that, but मैं कुछ करना चाहता सी for my dad and I decided, you know, I'm going to paint something special and make sure that I make my dad feel like my mom's still here.
जी.
ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਲੋਹੜੀ ਪਾਰਟੀ ਕੀਤੀ ਸੀ ਇੰਗਲੈਂਡ 'ਚ ਤੇ I thought you know what I have to paint this I have to paint my mom and it was difficult.
So ਲੋਹੜੀ ਪਾਰਟੀ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਬੇਟੀ ਲਈ ਸੀ?
ਹਾਂਜੀ 100% girls have to be celebrated too.
Yeah 100%.
Even more than boys sometimes.
I love it.
And I wanted to create something that was very difficult as you said, you know, to paint my mom to you know her eyelashes, her eyes, her ears, everything to revisit that and it took me 6 years to kind of, you know, she passed in 2019, so it took me 6 years to finally have the courage to pick up a pen and paint her. But I'm so glad I did because, you know, seeing the video, seeing my dad's reaction.
I think all of us cried.
Yeah.
We all did. It touched all of us, right?
Yeah, and it's gone viral. It's everyone sharing it. And as you said earlier on, you know, you can relate. You can relate. Someone's like, oh, you know, I've gone through the same thing. And you know what? It's okay to cry. It's okay to feel this way. So I'm glad I did it. And it was the most difficult painting of my life. But, you know, my mom's my biggest cheerleader. She gave me the name.
ਤੁਹਾਡੀ career 'ਚ ਬਹੁਤ ਵੱਡਾ ਹੱਥ ਹੈ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ.
100%. Without a doubt. You know, I'm nothing without my parents. They're everything for me. And it will always be that way.
ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਲਈ ਕਦੀ ਹੋਰ ਵੀ ਪੇਂਟਿੰਗਸ ਪੇਂਟ ਕੀਤੀਆਂ ਜਾਂ ਪਹਿਲੀ ਸੀਗੀ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਪਹਿਲੀ ਸੀਗੀ?
ਮੈਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਡੈਡੀ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਪੇਂਟ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ but not for mom and dad. This was the first time and now my daughter was in it as well.
Bless. So you know what, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਦਾਦੀ ਪੋਤੀ ਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਪੇਂਟਿੰਗ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਕੱਠਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਦੇਖ ਕੇ you know ਕਿੰਨਾ and you know we always have that dream. We want our parents to be around forever. But you know at least you were able to bring her in life to that.
Of course. And that moment was huge.
because and it's healing through art ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਲੱਗਾ ਫਿਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ heal ਹੋਏ because you know ਕਈ ਵਾਰੀ ਜਦੋਂ ਹੋਰ ਕਿਸੇ ਦੀ ਆਪਾਂ art ਵੇਖੀਦਾ ਅਸੀਂ heal ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਪਰ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣਾ art create ਕਰਨਾ ਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ healing journey ਤੇ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਦਿੱਤੇ ਹਨ ਮੈਂ
ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਥੋੜਾ ਜਿਹਾ worried ਸੀ ਮੈਂ ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਮੈਂ like it was a good decision ਜਾਂ bad but when you saw the reactions when I felt my mom was in that room with us you know and I felt like she's met her granddaughter so it was wonderful. Great. Wonderful.
ਸੋ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਕਰੀਅਰ ਦੀ ਸ਼ੁਰੂਆਤ ਕੀਤੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੀ ਸੋਚਿਆ ਵੀ ਵੱਡੇ ਨਾਵਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮਿਲਣਾ ਕਲਾਕਾਰਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸੈਲੀਬ੍ਰਿਟੀ ਸਿੱਧੂ ਮੂਸੇਵਾਲੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਦੱਸੋ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਬਿਕਾਜ਼ ਲਾਈਕ ਯੂ ਨੋ ਉਸ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਰਹੇ ਪਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਜਿੰਨਾ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਆਰਟ ਨੂੰ ਅਪਰੀਸ਼ੀਏਟ ਕੀਤਾ ਲਾਈਕ ਯੂ ਨੋ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਚਿਹਰੇ ਤੇ ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਦੇਖਦੀ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਇੱਕ ਆਈ ਥਿੰਕ ਯੂ ਆਰ ਐਨ ਆ ਟੂ ਕਿ ਵਾਓ ਆਮ ਸਟੈਂਡਿੰਗ ਹੇਅਰ ਵਿਦ ਹਿਮ ਰਾਈਟ ਉਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਦੱਸੋ
It was amazing. You know, such a lovely person. Honestly, such a lovely person. He had a show in England, show karde pe si London. Mere management nu kaya si like I like his artwork. His art is good. Acha. And if you go on his page, he's still got my post up.
Tada post utte hi halle.
My illustration kitti si ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ Steel Bangs ਦਾ ਗਾਣਾ ਸੀ ਮੇਰੇ ਖਿਆਲ 49 ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਪੇਂਟਿੰਗ ਬਣਾਈ ਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਪੋਸਟ ਕੀਤਾ ਤੇ ਟੈਗ ਕੀਤਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ my management got in touch with their management to say, look, we'd love to gift him the artwork. And he's like, of course, 100%. And then I met him behind the stage and he was eating his food. He left his roti for me. He's like, I'm a huge fan of your work. I love what you do.
Wow.
And I remember asking him, you know, what's your inspirations? And he was telling me Tupac is my inspiration. And I was like, one day I'll paint you with Tupac. But I never knew I'd be painting it for a tribute for him. Because he passed away. But I only met him that one time and that one conversation.
So ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਤੇਰਾ fan ਹਾਂ
ਹਾਂਜੀ
wow
it was huge for me and then ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਮੰਮੀ ਡੈਡ ਨੂੰ ਮਿਲਿਆ
ਇੰਗਲੈਂਡ ਚ ਦਾ ਟ੍ਰਿਬਿਊਟ ਹੋਈ ਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇੱਕ ਫੋਟੋ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਗਏ ਸੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਕੋਲ ਹਨਾ
and what got me goosebumps was when I showed Auntie Ji Sidhu's mom's I showed a picture of us two me and Sidhu and she's like Sidhu the room ਚ ਪਈ and I broke down because he's like he's got this in his room. And I didn't know how to even feel about that moment because she recognized it straight away. It's in his room in India. Like, I was blessed, man. So such a huge figure, man.
And and ਤੁਸੀਂ ਨਾ ਫੋਟੋ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਉਹਦਾ ਨਾਂ ਸੀ ਉਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਕੁਝ ਬਣਾਇਆ ਸੀਗਾ ਸ਼ਬਦੀਪ right there is a little bit of light in that ਉਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਦੱਸੋ
yes I wanted to do that and that again helped my dad's very creative you know so he wrote a poem behind the artwork but even in the light you know should be in light as well you know so deep as well you know so I wanted to create something that made it feel like he's eternal he's with us at all times and it was important because you know the whole community was down about it so I wanted to try to raise the community my artwork stands for the community always I will always be at the front of it you know I'm everything with
and you represent us we're sanu bada maan hai
100% you know as long as I you know I'm here I will always represent that and again we have a huge history huge treasurable you know heritage and it has to be celebrated
it does so hona you know let's go to the Dasanja wala ਉੱਧਰ ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੱਲਾਂ ਮਾਰੀਆਂ like you know Diljit Dosanjh like wow and you know what he's very picky like you know ਉਹਨੇ ਤਾਂ ਉਹ ਨਾ handful of people ਨੂੰ ਸਿਰਫ ਉਹ ਮਿਲਦੇ ਆ so ਉਹ collaboration ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਹੋਈ
huge again you know I remember a long time ago I did an artwork and he just liked it didn't write anything nothing like that but then I messaged him being like Diljit we're proud of you must have done something I don't know one of his collaboration ਮੈਂ ਬਸ message ਹੀ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ Instagram ਤੇ congratulations brother ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ reply ਦਿੱਤਾ
wow
ਅਸੀਂ ਵੀ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ congratulate ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਵੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਚੰਗਾ ਕੰਮ I was amazed and then you know I met his management Sonali as well and then I was like you know I would love to gift artwork ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਫਿਰ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਆਈ ਸੀ O2 London ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਵੀ show ਹੈਗਾ ਸੀ ਤੇ I arranged it with Sonali and Sonali's like he'd love to meet you ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਮਿਲਿਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਤੇ they just amazing man he takes so much time for everyone in the room he'll make sure everyone
feels acknowledged
yes and that's the beauty of Diljit and I remember when I was standing there he was going on stage but he stopped everything there's a video of this he stopped everything and he came up to me he's like Aman I promise you I got time for you but he shook my hand and everything and then we met after the show and he gifted it he's like you know I'm going to give this to my mom and dad
oh wow
because the artwork has all him from a childhood growing up his career
acha so and ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਹਦੇ youth ਤੋਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ childhood ਤੋਂ youth ਲੈ ਕੇ ਅੱਛਾ ਪੂਰੀ ਉਹਨੇ ਦੀ biography ਜਿਹਦਾ ਬਣਾਤੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ
yes and he was so amazing ਮੈਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਮੰਮੀ ਡੈਡੀ ਨੂੰ ਮੈਂ gift ਦੇਣਾ this going to the house and he's like thank you so much honestly I'm so honored I was like no I'm honored Diljit I'm honored so and then I did another collaboration with him last last year on Noor Nanak, they did a Shabbat as well. So I did the artwork for that.
Beautiful. And it doesn't stop there. Then we've got Brown one day.
It
doesn't stop there. Yeah. Like, you know, fir apa thoda je udhar beat wal bhi la jande na. Like, you know, so AP Tilno guys, huge, you know, Gil and then, you know, Shinda Kano, like amazing. Again, to see ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ reach out ਕੀਤਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕੀਤਾ collaboration.
Yeah, the whole boys, they're just, you know, everyone knows everyone in the industry. And I think one of the reasons why I stand out is because I'm an artist. I'm not a singer. I'm not a rapper. I do art. And I think everyone is understanding of that. AP, I've always wanted to work with him. There's a few people I know through him, like his management. But, you know, I reached out, and G Minor as well, one of the DJs and producers. And we just made it work out, you know, one conversation from another, and they were like, yeah, we'll be staying at this hotel if you want to present him with artwork. Wow. And I did, and now AP, and we have a great relationship. We talk often, and, you know, we always congratulate each other. And
now, who's next on your list? ਹੁਣ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਸੁਪਨੇ ਅਮਨਦੀਪ ਲੰਦਾ ਵੀ ਹੁਣ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਨੂੰ you know ਹੁਣ next ਕਿਹਨਾਂ collaboration ਕਰਾਂ ਕਿਹਦੀ painting ਕਰਨੀ ਕਿਹਦੀ ਕਹਾਣੀ ਕਿਹਦੀ ਅੱਖਾਂ 'ਚ ਪਾਣੀ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਉਣਾ ਹੁਣ ਤੁਸੀਂ?
It's going to be surprise.
It's going to be surprise.
It's going to be huge though.
It's going to be a big one.
Happening. Hanji. Yeah. There's lots of stuff happening in my career right now. It's very exciting. I'm turning 15 years in August, so big announcements they're coming.
That's great. That's awesome. So ਬਾਕੀ ਚਲੋ ਇਹ ਵੱਡੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ collaborations ਹੈਗੇ ਤਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ star celebrity ਨਾਲ ਅਕਸਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਮਿਲਦੇ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਬਾਕੀ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਆਮ ਲੋਕ ਆ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਆਰਟ ਨਾਲ ਲਗਾਇਆ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਿਆਰ ਆ people that love art, right? What do you do for them that's unique and out of the box, and how do they reach out to you? And you know ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ you know ਜੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੇ ਖਰੀਦਣੀ ਆ ਜਾਂ ਕੁਝ ਕਰਨੀ ਆ, you know, tell me a little bit about that.
Yes, you know, the people who support me are just as big as celebrities. Without having
I love that. I love that you said that.
You know, everyone under the heavens and stars, we're one family. It doesn't, how many followers you have doesn't define you. I'm bigger. I'm not. No, I'm just like anyone. You know? Doesn't matter if you don't have a phone. If you don't have a follower or a like, it doesn't matter. We're all the same. What I do often is I do commissions. Someone might email me saying, "Mere mummy ji, you know, they passed away. Tusi paint kar sakte. My dad passed away. Tusi paint kar sakte." So that's become business now. So for me, I can paint them. Jida main apne mom dad nu paint kita ya. I do that for other people now.
Right.
So I've been.
And ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਫੋਟੋ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਮਰਜ਼ੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵਿੱਚ incorporate ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ.
ਮੈਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਦੇ ਆ ਮੈਂ ਸਾਡਾ brief ਹੈਗਾ. You know, can you please include my son, my daughter, and or you know we're going to get married next year, so ਤੁਸੀਂ paint ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਨੰਦ ਕਰਾਜ ਤੇ ਆ ਸਕਦੇ
ਅੱਛਾ live painting ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੁਣ ਚੱਲੀ
ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਸੋ ਮੈਂ ਹੁਣ business ਬਣ ਗਿਆ ਅੱਦਾ ਤੇ my website they can purchase my artwork ਉੱਥੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ sales ਆਉਂਦੇ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ you know artwork on celebrities ਜਾਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਜਾਂ you know religious artwork for various faiths, you know, Hindu art, Islam art, Christian art. So that's how people are able to support my career as well. So you know, definitely. It's so important to have that following, because again, this is why I'm here. I'm able to be here because people are sharing my work, seeing it, you know, and I'm thankful.
ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਆਰਟ ਹੈ ਕੀ ਹੈ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਨਾ ਕਈਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਫਿਰ ਵੀ ਨਾ there's a lot of people that understand art, there's a lot of people that still don't get the point, like you know ਚਲ ਫੋਟੋ ਹੀ ਆ ਪੇਂਟ ਹੀ ਕੀਤਾ you know stencil ਹੀ ਆ you know ਲੈ ਇਹ ਕਾਤੇ ਇੰਨੀ ਮਹਿੰਗੀ ਆ ਇਹ ਕੀ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੇ ਆ ਲਾਈਵ ਪੇਂਟਿੰਗ ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਫੋਟੋ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ ਕੈਮਰਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਹੀ ਆ ਹਨਾ so I'm going to talk from the desi point of view
100%.
right, because that's a lot of the mentality that, you know, there's I still say like ਮੈਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਗੁੱਸਾ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਜਦੋਂ ਲੋਕ ਨਹੀਂ appreciate ਕਰਦੇ art, because I think it's like music, right? It's a universal language. 100%. Music ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਜੋੜਦਾ ਆ ਤੇ ਆਰਟ ਵੀ ਇੱਕ ਕਲਾ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਹਰੇਕ ਨੂੰ ਜੋੜਦੀ ਆ ਤਾਂ ਦਾ ਆਪਾਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਬੈਠੇ ਆ ਰਾਈਟ ਸੋ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਕੀ ਸੰਦੇਸ਼ ਹੈ ਜਿਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਹਜੇ ਆਰਟ ਤੇ ਅਪਰੀਸ਼ੀਏਸ਼ਨ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਾਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਮਝ ਨਹੀਂ ਵੀ ਆਰਟ ਕੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ
I think it's just open mind. You need to have an open mind. I think our traditional values need to just kind of die down a bit, understanding that everything has a reason in this world. You know, there's a reason in everything, especially art. Guru Gobind Singh Ji was an artist. You know, Guru Gobind Singh Ji was an artist. So if you think of it like that, what's the difference now? You know, other people are sharing their art and their journey. It should be appreciated. So, but I get that all the time. When I first started, my uncle used to be like, "Tu doodle karda pe aaj? How's your career in doodling?"
Oh my goodness!
I'm like, "Oh my god, doodle! It's not doodle, uncle, man."
ਹੁਣ ਉਹ ਅੰਕਲ ਕੀ ਸੋਚਦਾ ਹੁਣ ਕੀ ਅੰਕਲ ਸੋਚਦਾ
I'm traveling around the world, uncle. My doodles are doing okay. So that mentality is always going to be there, unfortunately. But it takes the youth, it takes the opportunity.
ਜਿੰਨੇ ਚਿਰ ਅੱਖੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਹਨ ਇਹਨੀ ਯਕੀਨ ਆਉਂਦਾ
And I feel like the opportunity to be on show like this to interview an artist is huge, because they're like, oh my god, there's an artist. So you for me to be sitting here with you is massive. That's another turning point now, you know. See, to have myself here, so moments like this are huge.
Tell me about your exhibitions, Amandeep. ਜਿਹੜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਲਾਉਂਦੇ ਆ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਕਿ ਐਕਸੀਬਿਸ਼ਨ ਦਾ ਇਹੀ ਮਤਲਬ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣਾ ਆਰਟ ਵਰਕ ਉੱਥੇ ਡਿਸਪਲੇ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਕੱਲਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੋਰ ਵੀ ਆਰਟਿਸਟ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਕਿ ਉਹਦਾ ਵਿਜ਼ਨ ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਕੋਈ ਥੀਮ ਵੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਉਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਦੱਸੋ ਕਦੋਂ ਹੋ ਰਹੇ ਆ ਕਿ ਆਪਣੇ ਤਾਂ ਸ਼ੋਅ ਵਰਲਡ ਵਾਈਡ ਸਾਰੇ ਸੁਣਦੇ ਆ ਸੋ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਹਨ tell us ਐਕਸੀਬਿਸ਼ਨ ਤੇ ਜਾਣ ਦਾ ਕੀ ਫਾਇਦਾ
Yeah 100% ਹੁਣ I've done 29 exhibitions around the world.
Wow.
Australia, New Zealand, Kenya, California, Oslo, Belgium, Toronto, England. So there's 29. There's all the documentaries on social media to watch. Every exhibition has a different theme, whether it's religion or scenic views or magic, or it will always have a different theme. I used to just show my original artwork, the ones that people are aware of, because when I first started out, I did religious artwork, so oh my God, he's doing artwork different, Sikhi artwork's different. But then I tried steering away, like let me see how I can do it with the Maharajas, let me see how I can do it with the celebrities, Drake, Missy Elliott, Madhuri Dixit, Bollywood. So then it became that. So then I started mixing my exhibitions. But when you come to an Inkquisitive exhibition, it has everything, because my artwork represents everyone, all faiths, all religions. It's not just for the community.
Exactly, it's for everyone.
And it's for everyone. So when you go on my website, you can see it's countless. There's stuff about politics, there's stuff about religion, there's stuff about just the moon or the sun. And I feel like everyone can relate. Do you know, when I did my New York exhibition, Christian Bandasi, he bought my Guru Nanak Dev Ji artwork. Achha. But not because he knew who Guru Nanak Dev Ji was, because it reminded him of his granddad. He says, my granddad used to have these kind of like his wrinkles hair, and his height was like that, and I want to buy this. And I told him, this was my adaptation.
So you were able to educate him at the same time.
And he's like, it's even more better now.
Yeah, and that was the Guru making you do it.
Yes. Oh, of course,
right?
of course.
Yeah, so you're a messenger too.
Yeah, exactly. But exhibitions I love doing. Like I said, I turned 15 years in August.
In August, big
we're
milestone.
We're going to be making a huge announcement on some exhibitions.
I can't wait to hear. So, ਆਪਾਂ ਕਈ ਕੁਝ ਕਵਰ ਕੀਤਾ, but obviously, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਤਾਂ ਬਹਿ ਕੇ like ਮੇਰੀ ਤਾਂ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਕਦੀ ਮੁੱਕਣੀਆਂ ਨਹੀਂ, because I love art and I love your vision, and the fact that ਤੁਸੀਂ ਵੀ ਕਹਤਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬਹੁਤ diverse ਹੈ, ਕੋਈ ਚੀਜ਼ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਨਹੀਂ, ਕੋਈ ਜਿਹੜਾ culture ਨਹੀਂ, ਕੋਈ religion ਨਹੀਂ, ਜਿਹੜੇ politics ਤੋਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ mother nature ਤੱਕ, ਸਤਾਰਿਆਂ ਤੱਕ, and again ਆਪਣੀ ਜੋ ਵੀ ਆਪਣੀ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਜੁੜਿਆ, ਇਤਿਹਾਸ ਜੁੜਿਆ, ਆਪਣਾ ਸਿੱਖ culture ਆਪਾਂ ਜਾਣਦੇ, ਹਰੇਕ ਕੋਈ ਚੀਜ਼ ਬੜੀ rich ਹੈਗੀ ਆ, ਪਰ ਕੋਈ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਕਿ you're going to try to work on it and brush on it a little bit more, that maybe there's something that you haven't yet painted on a canvas yet, that you're thinking कि aa cheez I'm going to work on this is going to be my goal,
Yeah, I do. This Inkquisitive journey, like that was not meant to happen the way it's happened. I'm actually a children's illustrator. I'm a children's illustration बनांदा है. जिदा मैं masters किता सी, मैं children's illustration किता.
क्या बात?
So I have books that I want to release. I haven't had a chance to release them then. So that's one thing I want to work on, my children's books. Inkquisitive became bigger than this whole dream of creating books, but
ਉਹ ਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਛੋਟਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਸੁਪਨਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਨਾ, ਪਰ ਇਹ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਿੱਧੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਚਲੇ ਗਏ.
No, 100%. I want to make some kitabah like ਜਿੱਦਾਂ for kids. That's my passion. That's what I enjoy the most.
ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਨਾਲ ਜੋੜੋ.
Of course.
100%. So ਜੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਸੰਪਰਕ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੋਵੇ, ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਪਲੇਟਫਾਰਮਸ ਤੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਫੋਲੋ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੋਵੇ, to see your art, to order your art, to hire you, and to just follow your journey, because ਮੈਨੂੰ ਤਾਂ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਕਿ someone can spend hours on your page, ਹੈ ਨਾ, ਤੇ what's the best way? Platforms ਆਪਣੇ please plugins ਦੱਸ ਦਿਓ.
Of course, thank you. It's just the word Inkquisitive, INKQUISITIVE, and my website is inquisitiveart.com, and there I'm all over social media, from Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, Inkquisitive.
And ਸਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਕੀ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਭਾਵੇਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉੱਧਰ ਵਲਾਇਤ ਦੇ UK ਦੇ, ਹੁਣ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਟੋਰਾਂਟੋ 'ਚ ਰਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ, ਕੈਨੇਡੀਅਨ ਬਣ ਗਏ. ਯੈਸ, ਕੈਨੇਡੀਅਨ ਬਣ ਗਏ. ਸੋ ਇਹਦਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਨਿਤ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਰਿਹਾ ਕਰਨਾ ਆ, ਐਂਡ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਅਪਕਮਿੰਗ ਪ੍ਰੋਜੈਕਟਸ ਉਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਦੱਸਣਾ, because we'd be happy to plug them in. ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਇੱਥੇ ਮਿਲਣਾ ਹੈ, ਮੈਨੂੰ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਕਿ meet and greet ਇੱਕ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਹੋਣੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਹੈ next time you're here, because I know there's lots of ਜਿਹੜੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਫੈਨਸ ਜਾਂ ਫੋਲੋਅਰਸ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ, ਸੋ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ. ਸੋ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰੀ ਫੇਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਬੜੀ ਇੱਕ ਇੰਸਪਾਇਰਿੰਗ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਜਰਨੀ ਇਨਸਾਈਟਸ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਅੱਜ ਸਾਂਝੀ ਕੀਤੀ ਆ, ਐਂਡ ਦਿਲੋਂ ਸੱਚੀ ਦਿਲੋਂ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ ਆ, ਬਿਕਾਜ਼ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇੱਕ ਤਾਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਕਲਚਰ ਨੂੰ ਬਲੈਂਡ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਕੰਟੈਂਪਰੇਰੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ, ਮਾਡਰਨ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਿਖਾਉਂਦੇ ਵੀ, ਐਜੂਕੇਟ ਵੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ, and you just make us think. And I think, jedi ink if it can make you think, you're doing your job.
Oh, wow.
And honestly, I love it.
Yes.
So ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਆਪਣੀਆਂ ਮੁਲਾਕਾਤਾਂ ਇਦਾਂ ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ ਰਹਿਣ, and ਤੁਸੀਂ ਹੋਰ ਤਰੱਕੀ ਕਰੋ, and ਜਿਹੜੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਸੁਪਨੇ ਪੂਰੇ ਹੋਏ. And I'm just going to plug in, I love peacocks, okay? Morning. Vancouver the morning.
Taking a note.
I was like, I should plug that in right now, right? No. So once again, thank you so much, Inquisitive. ਸੱਚੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਲੱਗਾ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਅੱਜ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰਕੇ. So thank you for representing us, ਸਾਡੀ ਸਿੱਖੀਅਤ ਨੂੰ, ਪੰਜਾਬੀਅਤ ਨੂੰ, ਸਾਡੇ culture ਨੂੰ, our youth, ਸਾਡੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ, ਸਾਡੇ ਬਜ਼ੁਰਗਾਂ ਨੂੰ, right? So you know what? I think you're one of his messengers, and honestly, the energy you give out is beautiful, so keep it up.
Oh, thank you. And thank you for having me. I feel like I said, it's a statement having an artist on board, and so I'm indebted to you. I appreciate you, Sukiji. Thank you very much.